guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Alicia. If this is your first time here, and if not, welcome back. Happy Sunday, guys. We are back with another good video once again. Just really looking at the comments to get my video ideas, because I have hit, I wouldn't say I've hit like a creative block, but I have hit I don't know what to record when it comes to YouTube. So definitely keep coming in the comments. It's one of the main reasons why I'm able to continue to post twice a week is legit because of you guys. Please keep the video suggestions coming in the comments because they are legit helping me create videos for Sundays. Without further ado, let's get into today's video. Okay, this video is basically a follow-up from a video I did a few months back where I told you guys my 5 streams of income. I gave you guys the details, how I got started, how I'm moving now differently in those incomes, all those different things. One of the main comments that I got was, wow, sis, you're doing a lot. How do you do it? And so I really began to sit down, whether it was subconsciously or subconsciously or unconsciously. Y'all, the pregnancy brain is real. The words have left me, and I have a feeling that we're in a permanent unrelationship because they're not coming back. Anyway, I began to sit down probably at the top of the year and go through what are some things that I actively do to make sure that I stay productive in those 5 streams of income. And then what I do that I don't even really think about. So I came up with 7. I'm going to give you those 7, how I implement them, and what they look like for me on a daily, a weekly, or a monthly basis. As the year goes on, I might decide to add some more, or I might decide to take away, but it's really going to be more towards the small business entrepreneurship type mindset. So without further ado, let's get into it. So first things first, I write a to-do list. As you can tell, I have a daily planner. I understand that some people are like, oh, I gotta remember, or they'll put it in their phone, or they have a digital planner. However you write down your to-do list, I think it needs to be written down. The whole thing about, oh, I remember it in my head, it doesn't work. It might work for a little while, but it's not something that's going to be sustainable day after day, week after week. You want to be able to put pen to paper or pen to iPad or whatever you use to write it down. What I will say is I have always been a pen and paper type girl. I actually write my to-do list out the night before, so I go to bed knowing what I have to work on the next day. I don't wait until the morning because I want my day to already have intention as soon as I wake up. I know what I'm doing. I know how hectic or how relaxed my day is going to be. So I like to plan all that out the day before. What I will say is stick with what you know. Let's just say, for example, I have always been a pen and paper type girl. I got an iPad because all the girls on TikTok was like, you're not productive because you don't have an iPad. So I got an iPad. I did the whole good notes with a digital planner, and Kiosha helped me, and I was buying all these random ass stickers on Etsy. Y'all, I think I kept up with that for maybe 2 weeks. And I decided to go back to pen and paper when I realized that I would make these nice to-do lists on my iPad, and I would never open that iPad up the next day. My to-do lists were not getting done. I was so unproductive. I'm like, what am I supposed to be working on today? Oh yeah, I got my iPad's around here somewhere. I realized that I keep up more with this notebook than I do an iPad. So what I will say is, if you start creating, let's just say you start creating your to-do list on a piece of paper, and you realize that you're forgetting the piece of paper but you always have your phone, then you need to put your to-do list in your phone. Same thing, if you're always carrying your iPad but you have your to-do list on your paper, you need to put your to-do list on your iPad. Most of the time when I'm at home, this is not in my hand. There have been plenty of people that have called, I called you, where's your phone at? It's around here somewhere, because I feel that if it's an emergency, you'll call William, because William always has his phone on him. I always will have this, and then of course I'll always have my laptop somewhere around me because that's how I check emails and stuff. Stick with what you know and write out your to-do list. All right, while we're on the subject of to-do lists, if I have a very busy day, which means if all of these items are completely filled up, then I'm going to time block. And I love this one that I have. I'll link it in my Amazon storefront because it has top priorities here, which are the top 5 things. Your to-do list items here, which are about 7 or 8, 3, 6, yeah, 8. And then over here, it has a schedule. So it starts at 6 a.m. and then goes all the way down to 9 p.m. When I have heavy days, when like this entire thing is full, I'm going to time block. It's not every day, but I want to make sure that I am prioritizing and categorizing my time appropriately, because the last thing that I want to do is look up and it's 5 o'clock and there's still 10 items left on my to-do list. And I'm like, oof, how am I going to get those done before I go to bed? So I definitely like the time block. Most of the time, I time block on Tuesday through Thursdays because those are the days when I am shooting content at the same time being mindful of the business, at the same time doing my 9 to 5. Mondays and Fridays for me are really admin days when I will check emails, respond to emails, check invoices. So those are admin days, so I don't have to worry about getting up, getting dressed, shooting content or anything like that. So Tuesdays through Thursdays are really my go-to days that I am using to time block. Okay, next up on my list is do not disturb. A lot of people that I have seen or I have heard, whether I'm watching people's vlogs or whatever, a lot of people will write out a to-do list, they'll even time block, and then somebody will call or somebody will text, or you'll get something and you'll get distracted. My phone, for the most part, stays on do not disturb. Or if I know, let's just say, for example, I need to edit. Most of the time when I'm editing, I will put my phone on do not disturb. I'll go upstairs in my office, I'll close the door, and William just kind of knows, you've got the kid for the next hour or so, uninterrupted, because I need to focus on editing, because I can edit a vlog in 30 minutes to an hour if I am uninterrupted. If my phone is nowhere near me, if I don't have any distractions, I'll most of the time put on a documentary or something I've already seen before, just to have it playing in the background. It's those times where I don't need to be distracted. And a lot of times our phones or whatever, friends, family, they'll call and they'll get you distracted. I'm not saying that never happens, but what I'm saying is that there are moments when I know that I need to focus, like I need to zone in. I put my phone on do not disturb. Put your phone on do not disturb. Also, on the subject of being do not disturb, my family and friends know that they can't call me today and be like, hey, what you doing tonight? I'm busy. My to-do list is like, my to-do list, it's already done. So you gotta make a plan with me within 24 to 48 hours. Okay. The whole, oh, what you doing tonight? I'm busy. There's not too many people that can say, what are you doing tonight? And I will drop my to-do list, especially a Tuesday through Thursday. Tuesday through Thursday, I am busy. I'm shooting content. I'm working my 9 to 5. I'm a mom. I am busy. And so I think at the end of the day, what I'm trying to say is you just want to make your time matter. Okay, number 4 on one of the tips that I use to being productive is I know when to outsource. There are some things that I physically just don't have the time for. Quite a few of them, actually. And I am blessed that God has put me in a position where I can pay for those outsourcing items. For example, if I know that my week is going to be super hectic and I just don't know when I'm going to carve out a couple of hours to edit, I have an editor that I can send my videos to that she can edit them for me. And I'm lucky that she's able to edit them in the way where you guys can't tell what I've edited and what she's edited. I even asked Kiosha, I was like, okay, who do you think did that? Okay, who do you think did that? I was like, okay, great. If my best friend can't tell, then she's doing a good job. So I don't know when I need to outsource that. Also, the deep cleaning. I can do the maintaining and the keeping it neat and organized, but the deep cleaning and the ovens and the stove and the baseboards, I don't have time for that. I outsource that. There are some weeks where I am super busy. I don't like to leave my laundry in the dryer. I don't like it. For some reason, I'm just like, when the dryer immediately stops, I want to immediately fold my laundry. If I know I'm not going to have time for that, if I know I have a ton of collaborations coming up, or if William's going to be out of town, so I'm going to be with the kid for most of the day, oh, that's my alarm. Let's say because I know that my phone's on do not disturb. But yeah, if I know that he's going to be busy, then I will outsource my laundry. If I know, like I said, he's not going to be in town, so I don't want to have to worry about getting any food. There's a local place here. It's kind of like HelloFresh, but it's locally because the meals are already cooked. I'll order that for the week. Point is, what I'm saying is that know your limits. I personally, I'm not about to get like so bogged down with everything that has to happen, being all these people that you don't know how to live life. So I'm going to outsource. All right, next up, number 5. I'm going to say this and I don't want anybody to be upset, is keeping things neat and organized. I said it. I said it. If, I'm going to say this, I don't want anybody to be upset. I'm not going to name anybody in particular. If your house is junky, if your house is unorganized, if your office is unorganized, if your car is a train wreck, are you getting things done throughout the week? Your deadlines, are you actually hitting your deadlines? When you're saying you're going to post 2 days a week, are you able to post 2 days a week? If you say you want to post 2 days a week and you want to post on Instagram, you have all these things. If you're not able to accomplish everything that you said, how organized is your space? I don't follow the Marie Kondo method to an extent because I just don't. But there are some aspects of it where it's a tidy house, a tidy office, a tidy car leads to a tidy mindset. And I believe that because I have family that they're not organized, and one look in their house and you can tell. I have friends who are like, yeah, I just wasn't able to get enough done today. And I look and I'm like, well, I can tell because your car is a mess. It really matters. You guys can't, I was not a believer in it to an extent. I've always been a naturally organized person. I used to be the person 7th and 8th grade on a Saturday that would go into our kitchen and organize the entire kitchen. I would be taking food out of the cabinets, wiping down the cabinets, putting the stuff back in. I've always been an organized person. I don't know what it is because my family is not organized. My immediate family, my 2 sisters and my mother, not organized. Not organized. They clean their houses clean. It's not. But it's not my standard of clean. I also feel that sometimes my standard of clean is a little obsessive. I'm aware. But I think that there is something to it when they say organized house, organized car, organized mind. All right, next up, what is it? Second to the last? Yeah, second to the last. And that is making small decisions routine. What that means is you are just unaware as a person, as a human being, how many decisions that you have to make on a daily basis. On a daily basis, what time you're going to get up? What are you going to wear? What drawers are you going to put on? What are you going to shampoo with? There are so many decisions that you make, and you make it so routinely that you don't think about it. But even though you make it routinely, that's your brain constantly working. So for me, there are some things that are going to be, it's automatic. This is what we're going to do. On Sundays, we're either having pizza or pasta. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, if we're eating at home, we automatically know what kind of cuisine we're going to have. Monday is going to be some kind of fish, Tuesday some kind of tacos, Wednesday some kind of wings. I don't have to second guess it. I know what happens. When I'm going to the gym, I don't have to worry about what I'm wearing to the gym. I'll automatically know this is what I'm wearing. I have the same shirt. I got the same pants. Done. When it comes to my undergarments, what am I wearing when I get a shower? Black. Black top, black bra, black panties. Automatically know. I still look cute and I don't have to worry about it. Who was it that said your brain makes so many decisions that there are some things that should just be routine? And then that leaves your brain open to make some of the bigger decisions that you make throughout the day without your brain being tired. Who is it? I feel like, Steve Jobs. Steve Jobs, he did, I don't remember when it was, but it was a long time ago when he got asked why he wears the same thing every day. And he says he makes so many decisions as at the time, the CEO of Apple, there's so many decisions that he makes, big decisions at Apple that he doesn't want his brain to get tired on the menial things. So he says he eats the same thing every morning. He drives the same route to work every day. He wears the same thing every day. And I'm like, he's on to something. And so that's when I started. I started wearing all black to the gym. I started, doing my panties and my bras in all black. I started having certain cuisine that we have throughout the week. It's one of those things where the smaller decisions should just be routine. You shouldn't have to second guess or have to wonder. And that's what I started doing probably quite a few years back, where I'm like, okay, this is what we're doing. This is what I'm doing. This is what we're doing. And it's a routine. So my brain doesn't have to think about what I'm putting on when I go to the gym. I don't care to look cute. I don't. Some people care. I don't care to look cute to the gym. I'm wearing the same black top. I'm wearing the same black bottom. When I get out of the shower, I'm putting on a black top. I'm putting on a black bra. Not a black top. I'm putting on a black bra. I'm putting on a black panty. For Tuesday, I automatically know we're having some form of tacos, so that I can let my brain think about other things. When a brand calls and they want an entire concept, and I'm like, oh God, now I got to reach in the back of my brain and ask for a concept. That's where my brain should be working. Not about what I'm wearing. No. And to be honest, if I wasn't a fashion influencer, if I didn't love fashion, I'd probably wear the same thing every day. No, I couldn't. There's some things that I couldn't do. All right. And last but not least, and this isn't really a tip. This is just something that I've started doing probably, I want to say sometime during COVID. And I don't know about you guys, but COVID, well, actually, I'm pretty sure COVID had a lot of people stressed out. Okay. Stressed out. You're at home. For those who aren't used to working at home, you're at home, or you're confined to your house or your place that you stay. And it was just a lot. And I was still having to get work done. I was still having to work my 9 to 5. Social media, I felt like, took off. So even though we were in the heart of COVID, I want to say my most successful year to date was 2021. And that's because everybody was at home watching TV, and they were like intaking all this stuff. And I was beginning to get burned out. So what I started doing is I started creating a reward system, and I started rewarding myself for a job well done. And that is, let's just say, for example, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. There's a lot going on, right? I had full days. My day started at 6. My day didn't end until 11. I had to get up and do it all over again. Best believe on Thursday, I'm planning something to do either Friday or Saturday, whether that's as simple as scheduling a pedicure and getting the deluxe pedicure rather than the standard. I want you on my feet a little extra than the 30 minutes you normally have. So I'm gonna pay for the deluxe, especially if I can get like the paraffin wax. I wanna sit there for a while. I want you to put all kinds of oils on my feet, right? Or if it's as simple as, hey, William, I'm gonna go to a coffee shop Saturday, and I'm just gonna be at the coffee shop for a while, and I'll just get my coffee and my croissants, and I'll just people watch. Or I'm going to indulge in a full-on, not 50-minute, I'm going to get an 80-minute massage, because I deserve that extra 30 minutes. That extra 30 minutes. You get what I'm saying? Is that if I realize that I have been in the trenches all week, I'm going to reward myself for a job well done. It can be as big as you want to. It can be as small as you want to. A coffee and a croissant is $10. But I can be it's a little cafe I go to. I could be in a cafe, people watching, and it's just, I'll randomly pick up my book if I want to read my book. I'll randomly journal, and I'm there for just like 3 hours. And it's just like so relaxing, because I don't have a to-do list. I don't have anything planned. I don't have a kid. It's just me and my latte and my almond croissant, and I'm just in heaven. Or if I want to get a pedicure, I'm just sitting there like a little extra. I'm like, oh, I've been in this chair for an hour. She's scrubbing a mess out of my feet. As big or as small as you financially can make it, but you want to reward yourself, because the last thing you, as an entrepreneur, YouTuber, whatever, the last thing you want to do is get so burned out that you break away from social media. And I've seen a lot of creators do that. I've seen a lot of creators that get so burned out that they're like, all right, y'all, I have to take a break. I gotta take a break. And they're gone for like weeks at a time, because they don't reward themselves for the hard work that they had been doing while they were on social media. And I get some people need a break. I get it. If you're just like, things are coming at you, and whether it's like negativity or whatever, but if you're just like so burned out that you don't even feel like creating content, then that means you were due for a break a while ago. Okay. You should have rewarded yourself a while ago for a job well done. It should have never gotten this far. The only time when I took a break from social media was because I was pregnant, and I didn't want you guys to know, because I wasn't ready to tell you yet. That's the only time I'm just like, okay, Some people are asking, it's like, oh, you look like you're glowing. Oh shit, I'm not ready to tell anybody yet. I am not ready. So I took a break, but it wasn't because I was burnt out. It's because I had a secret I wasn't ready to tell yet. But you see what I'm saying? You don't want to get to a point where you have to take a break from social media for 5 or 6 weeks. Because at the end of the day, especially if you're in this space, that's your job. Okay, and I don't know a 9 to 5 is going to let you go on break for 6 weeks without, you need to give us a little bit more reasoning why you need to be gone for 6 weeks. And I think sometimes as creators, we don't realize that even though we have this flexibility, it's still a job for us. And so if you can't take a break from a 9 to 5 for 6 weeks without letting someone know why, I think it's because we're not allowing ourselves, we're not rewarding ourselves for a job well done during the week that we just do it. We stack this week on top of this week on top of this week. Before you know it, we've let 12 weeks go by and we haven't even given ourselves so much as a good job. You see what I'm saying? So you definitely want to reward yourself. And I've really gotten the habit of doing that. This week is no exception. I'm recording today. Today's Wednesday. Yesterday was a shit show. It was just so busy. Today's not going to be that busy. At least I hope not. Tomorrow is going to be a it's going to be a lot. So Friday, I am leaving to go out of town with my sisters and Kiyoshi to go to a concert. I'm probably going to treat myself to a little extra drink while we're out. If we decide to stop in Atlanta, I might buy myself a little something from Zara as a reward because you have worked your butt off. I actually worked Monday. I was creating content on Monday, and I never like to create content on Monday. But I had deadlines, and it was a tight turnaround, and they gave me a rush fee. So here I am creating content on Monday. So reward yourself for a job well done and don't wait too long to reward yourself for a job well done. All right, so guys, that is the end of this. I'm hoping it's not very long. I just realized I do more talking than what I anticipate, and I'm hoping that I can edit it down. But I really wanted to give you guys some of the tips that I use to maintain my productivity while managing all these different streams of income. If there's anything that I can link below in the description box, of course, I'm going to link my hair. I will link my to-do planner. If there's anything else that you guys are looking for, please feel free to put it in the comment section and I will find a link for you. So if you have made it to this far in the video, you have not subscribed, please don't forget to subscribe. Also click the notification bell so you don't miss any videos from me. While you're here, guys, go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe and do all the things that the other YouTubers tell you to do. And I'm going to catch you guys Thursday, 7 o'clock. Later.